Om Swastiastu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Namo Buddhaya. Thank you for opportunity to me. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Nikada Indrayani. I'm from 4D Mathematics Education, and my last digit number is 090. Today, I will explain about the limit of trigonometric function. And the first is how to solve the limit of trigonometric function divided by into four methods. Namely, the first is by direct substitution method, and the second with using the basic formula for limiting trigonometric function, and the third is by method factoring, and the last is by simplifying the trigonometric function. Okay, we see the first is about substitution method. In the substitution method, we know that the application of direct substitution method in determining or solving the limit of trigonometric function, and we know that it's very easy. Namely, we immediately replace x with the number listed in the question. In the slide, I have limit x process A of function x equal function A. In this, we know that x replaced by the number in the question. The second is the basic formula for limiting trigonometric function. And we know that similar to the trigonometric limit, the limit of a trigonometric function is the closest value of an angle in the trigonometric function. In the calculation, there are two theorems that form the basic of the limit of trigonometric function as follows. The first is theorem 1. We know that if limit x approaches 0 of sine x equals 0. The second is limit x approaches 0 for cos x equal 1. And the third, we know that limit x approaches 0 for sine x divided by x equal 1. And the fourth is limit x approaches 0 for tangent x divided by x equal 1. In the 5, we have the limit x approaches 0 for sine x minus a divided by x minus equal 1. And the 6th, we know that limit x approaches 0 for tangent x minus a divided by x a, that is equal 1. And we should to remember the theorem holds if x approaches by 0. And the theorem 2, we know that in the slide, everybody can read that limit x approaches c sine x equals sine c. And the next we know has limit x approaches c for cos x equal cos c. Limit x approaches c for tangent x equal tangent c. And then we know that limit x approaches c for secant x equal secant c. And then we have the limit x approaches c for cosecant x equal cosecant c. And the last but not least, we have that limit x approaches c for cotangent x equal cotangent c. And we should remember too that the theorem 2 holds if the limit x approaches to c for all of c element the real number. The next, we have the calculation is by method factoring. In the method factoring, for the factoring method, this is the concept is exactly the same as the method factoring in the limit algebraic function that we learn or you learn in the 11th class. And the factoring method is done when we find the answer with indefinite form or 0 divided by 0. That's mean here we have to do factoring. And then I have the trick of the factoring method is that when we have to discard the 0 generator in the function. I have two examples in this time. The first example is the question is limit x approaches 0 for sine 2x divided by I'm so sorry, divided by 5x. And then we know that the solution is limit x approaches 0 for sine 2x divided by 2x. We should to multiply it by 2 over 5. And then we should suppose that y equal to x. When we suppose that y equal to x, we have the function, the new function. The new function is limit x approaches 0 for sine y divided by y, and then we should have to do multiplied 2 divided by 5, and the last we have the solution 1 multiplied by 2 over 5, and the last solution or the answer is 2 divided by 5. I'm so sorry. And the example 2, I have the question is by limit x approaches 4 for sine x minus 2 divided by x squared minus 4x plus 4. And then we have the solution is limit x approaches 4 for sine, I'm so sorry, for sine x minus 2 divided by x minus 2 square. This is, we should the factorial from x squared minus 4x plus 4, and the factorial is x minus 2 square. And then we have the new function limit x approaches 4 for sine x minus 2 divided by x minus 2 multiplied x minus 2. We should have we have 2x minus 2 because this is square. And then the new function we have that limit x approaches 4 for 1 divided by x minus 2. And then we have 1 divided by 4 minus 2, and the answer or the last solution is 1 divided by 2. Okay, that's all what I can share with you guys. I'm so sorry if I have, and I close these videos by Paramasanti. Om Santi 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 Om. Thank you.